Hi boys and girls, welcome to this week's lesson. Today we will be talking about map scale. Let's dive in and have some fun. Our objective: estimate and measure distance using map scales. It's your birthday. Your cool Aunt Stacy is taking you to the mall to buy you those new Bluetooth headphones you had wanted all year. You can't wait to reach. So you ask, are we there yet? Aunt Stacy laughs before stopping the car and takes out a map she keeps in her car's glove compartment. She draws something on the map and hands it to you. Aunt Stacy says, if you can tell me how far we are from the mall, I'll buy you that smartwatch to go with your headphone. Let me read that again. So Aunt Stacy says, if you tell me how far we are from the mall, I'll buy you that smartwatch to go with your headphone. Here's a hint. It says the map scale is 1 centimeter and that represents 2 kilometers. So I guess this is where the car is and this is where the mall is. Okay, so the scale is 1 centimeter to 2 centimeters. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. All right. Let's see what this says. It says 1. On the map, how much or how many centimeters are there between the car and the mall? 2. If each centimeter is the same as 2 kilometers, how many kilometers are there between the car and the mall? How did you arrive at your answer? Okay. And if your aunt is driving kilometers every hour, how long will it take you to get to the mall? I'd like you to work this one out. Okay. And give us your answers. Here's a map of your community. So we have the park, we have school, we have home, we have the mall. Okay. So again, let's go. On the map are a few of your favorite places to go in your community. Using a map scale of 1 centimeter to every or representing 5 kilometers, estimate the distance from the mall to the park. So this is the mall and we're going to go to the park. Okay. So this way, all the way. Okay. All right. All right. Let's go. Distance from the school to the park. Distance from home to the park. So from home to the park. All right. What would be the shortest distance between home and the mall? So home and the mall, I guess going the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. So instead of going all the way like this, a straight line would be the shortest distance. What would that be if every centimeter represents 5 kilometers? All right, let's explain. A map is always much smaller than the area that it is showing. A map is always much smaller than the area it is showing. A map of an entire town can be as small as a page in your social studies textbook, and a map of the Caribbean can fit on 2 pages in your atlas. So how do you know the actual distance between 2 places on a map? You need a scale. You need a scale. A map scale is the relationship between a distance on the map and the corresponding distance on the ground or in the real world. Map scales are usually found at the bottom of the map. it says the map scale can be written as a bar or graphic scale, a ratio, or a written scale. So let's go. It can be a bar scale. So here they have 1 centimeter represents 10 meters, 10 full meters. It can be written as a ratio, 1 centimeter or 1 inch rather to 10 meters. Okay. It can be as a written scale, 1 inch represents 10 meters. Okay. All three scales in the table are saying the same thing, which is 1 centimeter on the map is equal to 10 meters on the ground. So they have inch here and inch here. So based on this, we should be using centimeters. Okay. So again, 1 centimeter is equal to 10 meters. 1 centimeter, 10 meters. 1 centimeter, 10 meters. So it can be bar, ratio, or written. All right. Now, look at how we use a map scale. Here's a map of Cuba, and 1.5 centimeters represents 200 kilometers. All right. This is saying something different here, because on the one hand, this is saying 1.5 represents 200, but no, this is saying 1 represents 200. Okay, so it says estimate the distance between Havana and Holguin. Not certain of this pronunciation, especially in Spanish, but between these two places. So we would need to measure using this, measure from here to here, and then use that to see. All right. Let's see what they say. Step 1. Analyze the map scale and take note of the units of measurement being compared. In this case, 1 centimeter on the map is equal to 200 kilometers on the ground. Okay. 1 centimeter, 200. But the written one is different. So let's note that. Okay. That it doesn't follow. All right. Let's go. Step 2. Now use your ruler to measure the distance between the two towns. Make sure you're measuring in the correct unit. For this, the distance should be measured in centimeters. Next, step 3. Use the distance measured to estimate the actual distance between the two towns based on the scale. This is done by multiplying the measured value by the scale, 200 kilometers. This will give you the actual distance on the ground. So when we measure from here to here, whatever we get in centimeters, we're going to multiply by 200 to get the actual distance on the ground. Okay. Question 2 says Santiago is 400 kilometers from Havana. What would be the distance between the two towns on the map? This is an interesting one. Let's see if you can figure this one out and give us your answers in the comment section below. So in this episode, we were looking at map scale, okay, scale drawings, and our objective was to estimate and measure distance using map scales or scales. Okay, let's look again. The scale can be written in several ways, right? This is written out in written form. It can be as a bar and it can be as a ratio, and we had some work here to do. Take the opportunity, go over these. We want to make sure that for your end of term exams, if you meet upon a question that asks you to work this out, or for the ability test, that you have this practice done so you're able to conquer that question. Take care, and I'll see you in the next episode.